Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer. As promised earlier, I'm going to restate the mission objectives.
I promised more deep background on Kane and Nod, but there'll be time for that later. Carter says you hit the ground fighting. Nice job. Now we need that again. Somewhere in this section is a Nod base. It's protected against airstrikes by Nod SAM sites. Knock them out so Colonel Morelli can provide air support. That should make it easier for you to take out the base. I'll be out of the loop for a couple of days doing civvy time at the UN. Don't let me down.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
New construction.
So SAM sites are the targets of this mission.
Yes, moving out, sir. Reporting.
As soon as you clear all the SAM sites out on a level, I think this holds for any level, then you gain access to airstrikes, which you can call in. They're on a timer, so you call it in and you have to wait so long, then you can call it in again. But they're completely free, and you can target them wherever you like.
Building.
My first job was to find some Tiberium. We're certainly going to need more money than I start with. New unit here, the guys in blue with the blue belts. They're Grenadiers. Very useful units because grenades are effective against. I say effective. They're okay against vehicles. They're not bad against light vehicles, not buggies, Humvees, that kind of thing. They're a bit weak against tanks, but they're still good against infantry, and that's a big deal with them. New Nod unit to look at here is the bazooka troop. I don't know what the proper name is. But the bazooka unit. Very good against tanks, very good against vehicles of all sorts. Absolutely useless against infantry. And I have just spotted some Tiberium up there, so the Halfdan knows where to go. Yes, when I say useless against infantry, I mean useless. Well, there's a Tiberium over there. He could have gone either way. They're about the same distance away from one another as well. Last we get to build a communications centre. That will give us the ever useful mini-map. Very handy tool. I struggle to play without the mini-map, I'll be honest. Especially when you can abuse the fog of war. That's not abuse. But when the fog of war reveals the way it does in this game. Oh, that's a SAM site. Those are the targets of the mission. Unfortunately, they're not all just dumped out in the middle of nowhere and easy to pick up. So much damage the rocket troop did to that Humvee then. They're very useful. They're quite pricey. I believe they're 300 each, whereas Grenadiers are 160. I love Grenadiers. For the cost, for the build time, for just how many different types of unit they're effective against. They're good against infantry, good against light vehicles, okay against heavy vehicles but not great. Not bad against buildings. They're a really versatile, really cheap unit. I love them.
Construction complete.
At last, a mini-map. First thing we do is we get rid of that useless picture. Get rid of that one. 2 levels of mini-map, big and small. Nice and simple. See, the map's not too big. We've explored a good portion of it, a quarter. It's level 3, what do you expect? Oh, and apologies for the random cut-off at the end of the last video. My software failed on me. You didn't miss anything, I skipped the video, I made a save. So that'll be ready to go when we revert back to Nod. Should be building more Grenadiers, really?
Unit ready. Building.
Tiberium silos, once again, we can build them to house the Tiberium overflow that we have. We should never have a Tiberium overflow. If we do, we're doing something wrong. We need to build more Grenadiers. We say it takes these guys quite a while to take out a SAM site. They're all using bullets, I suppose is the easiest way to say it. So yeah, they take a while to take down any buildings, especially when they're under repair. If I send over some Grenadiers, then we'll be fine.
Building.
But they can handle it. There's no backup going, nothing to protect that. And we don't really care if they lose a SAM site. it has no effect. We don't have any air units. It's just the mission objective.
Building.
Running a bit low on money. I think the harvest is coming back.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
May as well just get as much information as we can. Oh, we found some units.
Moving out.
Just in the nick of time we finished that.
Ready and waiting.
Very foolish move sending 3 bazooka units against this group here.
Ready and waiting. Not a problem. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Don't know what they were planning with that.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. No.
Nobody's the better scout.
Reporting. Moving out.
No, you just can't beat a massive infantry.
Building.
Well, you can, but not yet.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Since that's all we can build, that's kind of handy.
Moving out. Acknowledge.
So we're coming in.
Unit ready.
Another 1 rocket troop.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
I wish him the best of luck.
Unit moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm just checking. I am right. I think there's something else we can build on this level.
Waiting. Moving out. Reporting. Affirmative.
You see there, you heard the death scream of a unit we couldn't see. It was that chap over there.
Roger. Roger.
Got burnt to death by a grenade.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready. Acknowledged. Moving out. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle
So this level is a bit of a hunt. You may have noticed that I am purposely avoiding going up this ramp, this enormous cliff that covers most of the level.
Vehicle
Because
reporting.
for how little of the game I can actually remember, I do know that the enemy base is up there.
Moving out.
No, we're GDI, so we protect civilians.
Moving out.
Sometimes underneath buildings there are money crates, generally churches.
Unit acknowledged.
Sometimes there is,
Moving out.
and I think that's only on odd levels. I certainly hope it's only on odd levels, because we're supposed to be protecting the buildings.
Building.
But I'm not going to kill any civilians. Not that cruel. There's no experience in it for me.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Just edge it up here so that we can find. The best way to deal against grenadiers is probably mass minigunners. Best thing the enemy could do.
Affirmative. Roger. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
They will try to move units out of the way of explosive weapons like grenades, but really,
Not a problem.
as soon as you notice, as soon as you take damage, you start crawling,
And waiting. Yes, sir.
and when you're crawling, you can't dodge a grenade. That's an example of just how bad bazooka men are against normal infantry. Well, they got 1. It's not bad, but they are 3 times the cost. So
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
you're
Building.
just showing me up now, aren't you?
Unit lost.
Good grief!
Waiting order.
Unit
This
ready.
guy's out to make a point.
Ready.
You can just see the edge of his SAM site down there, so we'll start that one's destruction. We can see the edge of something there. Now I'd hazard a guess that is also a SAM site because it looks kind of square, the bottom corner, but it's really a stab in the dark. Come on, kill that guy.
Got it.
This game predates any sort of veterancy that you gain by killing units that are in the later games,
Affirmative. Moving out.
so it's all very simple.
Unit ready.
A unit is a unit, it doesn't get better, it doesn't start regenerating HP because it's got a lot of kills, which makes no sense whatsoever. Yes, I am gonna call that a SAM site. We'll work our way over to that one once we finish over there. This guy's lying down, that means he took a hit. Probably means he's a little too close to these grenades going off. This guy also, apparently.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Let's get him out of there before he dies.
Not a problem. Reporting. Reporting.
Grenadiers are holding explosives, so when they die they explode. So if you have 5 grenadiers together moving in a neat little unit like that,
Ready.
then if the middle one dies, there's a good chance he'll take out the rest with him. Generally only true if everyone's taking a bit of damage.
Moving out.
There are worse units for that. We'll see them later on.
Out.
Wonder if they can outkill that thing that it's repairing. If they can, it's going to be close. But a while they'll just send some backup.
Affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Something up there. An enemy soldier.
Moving out. Moving out.
Nice to know the cursor can see better than I can. He's hiding in a tree.
Yes, sir.
It's a good tactic, but the cursor sees all.
Yes, moving out.
Well, you've all been outsmarted by a slight ridge, have you?
Yes, sir. Roger. Moving out. Ready and waiting.
Good thing you've got a commander here to help you out with the tricky tactical stuff like that. Here's the Humvee for a bit more scouting.
Unit ready.
Enemy harvester is here. I don't want to fight it because then the swarm will come to avenge the slight scratch of the paintwork of the harvester.
Unit ready.
Okay, they'll clear that now.
Waiting, boarding. Ready and waiting.
Is that guy taking damage? If he is, just very occasionally.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
So away from the harvester.
Building.
So they don't care how much damage we do to this thing, so long as we don't touch the harvester.
Waiting order.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Oh, cheeky git.
Unit ready.
As soon as he spawned, he fired a quick shot onto that grenadier.
Boarding. Moving out. Moving out.
Building.
Quick note on language, I try to keep it clean, but git is going to come up.
Moving out. Reporting. Moving out. Not a problem. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Reporting. You got it.
Building.
Now, this is a turret, it fires, I think it's called cannon, weapon type, so if that's bullets, that's cannon, that's explosive. But, yeah, it's good against tanks, it's really not very good against infantry, and in that sense it's quite similar to rockets.
Unit lost.
Reporting. You got it.
I shouldn't really group grenades in with rockets as explosives, because grenades are completely different, because grenades are brilliant against infantry.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, the telltale signs of a base, the enemy does like their sandbags.
Building. Unit lost.
Ooh. There's penance for that team kill. Game decides to slow down on me.
Unit ready.
Apologies again for the slowdown. I can't help it. I've tried fixing it. I've tried changing things up. I've messed around with the settings. It just happens. It's an old game. Give it a break.
Unit lost.
Unit lost one. Oh, you must have turned around in a sneaky shot. I should really be building more units. Anyway, this time starts going down, but we'll finish it off in the next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I will see you then.